What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at Yondu's new uniform. So here we have his Guardians of the Galaxy 2 uniform, and it has the same uniform bonus, the decrease skill cooldown by 50% for 10 seconds with a 20-second cooldown. The only change is that instead of being a 5% chance, it is now a 10% chance in activating. So again, not really too useful because most people will have their skill cooldown capped out. So it's kind of a wash for the uniform bonus, but same thing for this uniform here. Anyway, so let's take a look here. We have 4 skills being changed. So let's go ahead and check out what those new skills look like. Okay, so we have everything being changed except for the 4th skill. So as you can see, 4th skill is still exactly the same, which is still a decent skill because of the movement and has pretty fast recovery, so you can just dart through. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first skill. Alright, so the only change in the first skill is that extra Yaka arrow at the end there. Besides that, the jump, and then, so we jumped and landed right here, and that was the end of the skill normally. So now you get that extra, a little bit of extra damage. Now let's take a look at the second skill. Second skill looks about the same. I'm guessing the only change is this debuff on the enemies here, which is, what is the debuff? All defense decrease, yes, so that's going to be the change in this skill, I'm pretty sure. I will recheck that, of course, when I exit out. And then we have the third skill. Let's take a look at that one. So third skill is pretty nice. He just kind of walks up on them while the Yaka arrow does all of the work. And then we have the 5th skill, which just does a lot more AoE. As you can see, it lasts longer, and yes, a ton more damage with that 5th skill. So that is really, really nice. So I definitely like that change to the 5th skill. Still the same 2 seconds of damage immunity, and of course your recovery is still just as fast, so you're not stationary for the entire duration of the skill, which I really like. So it just kind of does all the work for you. So definitely some really, really powerful skill changes here. So the main changes, of course, that are going to be useful are going to be the 3rd and the 5th, because you get a lot more AoE with the 5th, and then with the 3rd you get that extra iframe being added, which I'll go ahead and show you real fast. So there we go, and then we have a full iframe for the 3rd skill for as long as he's walking forward, that is. As soon as he stops walking, you are out of the iframe. And then there is no other iframes on these skills, as you can see here. And that one's still just movement, no iframe. And then here you just get the damage blocked. So very nice. So definitely really like the skill changes for Yondu there. It's actually going to make him a lot more powerful for Extreme Alliance battle. So Yondu here with this uniform is going to be a very good free-to-play option for Speed Hero Extreme Alliance battle. If you don't have, if you don't get the paid subscription to be able to get either Kid Kaiju or Spider-Man 2099, Yondu here with this new uniform is going to do pretty well for you in Extreme Alliance battle, because he does get a lot more AoE and a lot more damage on his skills. So let's take a look here. So yeah, it looks like the minus 500 to the defense is going to be the only change to the 2nd skill. So basically just the debuff to the enemies, and this is still the 2 seconds for 100%. Alright, so that was a look at Yondu's uniform here. I definitely think it's a powerful uniform, and if you don't already have his uniform here, I would definitely say it would be a must-buy if you use Yondu at all. It would definitely help him out in PvP. It'd help you out in Shadowlands and everything in between. But if you already have this uniform right here and you don't plan to really use Yondu for Extreme Alliance battle, I wouldn't necessarily say that it is a must-buy, but this uniform is better than this uniform, I will say that. So the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 uniform, as with most newer uniforms for characters that have multiple uniforms, is going to be superior, but it's not going to do enough for you to really warrant the upgrade from his old uniform to this uniform if you're not really going to be using them in Extreme Alliance battle, or if you're actually having trouble in Shadowlands clearing some floors, this new uniform will probably help you out there with the addition, of course, of that iframe. And I believe, wasn't there something else? No, it looks like that was all the changes. Alright, so I'm definitely actually going to buy this uniform just because I do like the changes to the skills and the animations and stuff like that. Like I was just saying, I do have this uniform, and I don't plan to use Yondu for Extreme Alliance battle, but since I have the crystals and I like the uniform, I'm going to get it, despite what I was just telling you guys. But here we go. Oh, no, not click on uniform, click buy. There we go. Alright, so we got Yondu's new uniform, and also something to note is, of course, I am going to need Yondu's uniform if I plan to upgrade Thanos' uniform, because he is a required uniform for that, which is also kind of one of the reasons why I leaned more towards buying it than not. But anyway, that's going to be my thoughts on this uniform. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it helped in deciding if you were going to pick up this uniform for yourself, and I will, of course, catch you in the next one.